Before the lottery, we had a lottery. It was called the Numbers Racket, run by the mafia, or whatever our local equivalent of that is. But the differences are this. The mafia, they'll give you credit. They only take about 10% off the top, and they don't turn you into the IRS. You actually have better odds with the mafia than with the North Carolina lottery.
I certainly would not have voted to support the lottery, and because I understand gambling to be, in my estimation at least, you may not agree with me, I understand it to be a sinful thing because it's a rejection of godly principles of stewardship, and it's a mutual attempt to steal from each other. And so I would object to that anytime. But at least by trying to get a little more honesty in advertising, I think Representative Stam is heading in the right direction, so I urge you to support this bill.
One of my biggest pet peeves with the lottery is I hate going into a gas station and had to stand in line while somebody's scratching off tickets and picking numbers, and it takes 15 minutes. But at the end of the day, we have the lottery, and we have a good lottery. Matter of fact, it's one of the best in the entire country. And my fear is that if we continue to do bills like this, we're going to limit the ability of the lottery. I don't know where we can find the funds to replace what the lottery is putting into our system today.
I'm for transparency across the board, and this is just like I have to in my profession tell people what their risks are when they're getting ready to put their money on something. I think we need to let the people know what their risks are when they put the money in the lottery.
I think whether under Democratic administration or Republican administration, we have fallen prey to some degree to using the lottery to now supplant and to use the lottery in a way that helps fund the education system while we abrogate our responsibility to really do it the right way. And because I also believe it has hurt back home, and I think the population still doesn't believe that all of education's resource problems can be solved by the lottery, we've created difficulties for county commissioners and created difficulties for ourselves when we actually want to give the public the facts about resource needs for education. And so I go back and I wonder if it may have been the worst vote I've cast as a member of the General Assembly. But it is here. And I only hope that this bill provides an extended time over the next few years of discussion of better ways to improve it if we're keeping the lottery, better ways to get the information out to the public of what it does and doesn't do, what it can and can't do. And for us to really look at the fact that, again, we have maybe abrogated some of our function here about how we fund the public schools by relying on lottery funds to do that, and to rely on a form of gambling, and to rely on our population wanting to increase their ability to gamble as a way to fund the schools strikes me as simply spiritually and immorally a bad position.